What's up, family? What's up, family? We're continuing. This is still a continuation of the third deck, the third set of cards, the third 10. And this is the 7 of, let's begin. Someone is writing down the names of the cards. So this is number 9. Oh, you're numbering 29, yes. This is the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 is really important. Maferefun Maya. The 7 of Pentacles. Pay attention to what we see here, right? The images. We see a plate. We see a cloth. We see a ribbon tied to a tree. We see, what do we see, right? Maferefun Maya. We see an offering. We see an offering being given at the foot of a tree, right? And so, what is this right here? What do we see at the foot of this tree? This offering giving thanks. This is a meal being prepared for the dead. You've seen that when we in the hood open up a bottle of liquor, we give to our ancestors, right? For our dead. We give that first drink of anything that we open, we give to our Eggun. In the religion, the first meal. So today, I don't do it every day. The first year of my brother's passing, I would prepare a meal for him every day. A table setting. I would prepare food for him, for the dead. Whenever I do anything religious, we prepare food for the dead. A plate of whatever it is that we're giving, whatever the offering is, whatever the meal is being prepared. Even in Cuba, like this is something that's common practice that we're giving. My breakfast this morning, I just had toast. I had toast with juice, and I gave my brother the same meal. Every meal that I have today, I'm going to prepare a plate for my brother. So here, in this image, the 7 of Pentacles is about this offering to the dead, right? Because this is where we get our faith from. Because this 7 of Pentacles is about your faith. Where is your faith? That goes for me. That goes for you. Because I straddle that, right? Where sometimes we feel like we get caught up in the, okay, if I don't see it in my bank account, then I don't have it, then I'm not it. Or if I don't have a level of success, it's because I'm not good enough. Here, this faith is, how are you strengthening? How are you practicing? How are you praying? There is power. And prayer, if the word prayer is uncomfortable, let's commune. Let's ask. Let's communicate with Olofi, Olorun, Olodumare, the Loas, the Orisha, our guides. My brother and I have a very honest fucking relationship. We curse a lot. We fight a lot. We yell a lot. We scrap a lot. My relationship, it's not this namaste. It's not just that. In the lighting of the candle and the preparing of the meal, that intention is very clear. But when I come down to what I'm here to come down to, and I am commanding their attention with my stick, and I'm waking them up, and I'm saying, we need to go to fucking work, that's my faith. That's my faith. Because I'm communicating. Any person in the street seeing me pray the way that I do, even when I went and that offering is called dándole de comer a la tierra. You're giving the earth a meal to eat. And when you give the earth a meal, what do you get? I'm asking. If I'm giving the earth food, what will the earth give me? Somebody answer that. A motherfucking feast. Yes. I love that. A fucking feast. Fruition. reciprocity, blessings, ache, I want to cry, love, abundance, fruits. Yes, family. This is the ancestral wisdom, fam. This is what it is. This is what it is. We give them because they stay giving us. All they do is work. Our dead, they work around the clock. They're protecting us when we're sleeping. They protect us when we're walking in the street. They protect black bodies when they move anywhere on earth. They are on fucking overtime and overload. And so how will you give back to the earth, fam? Faith. Our last card in this reading. In this third set of 10. Our 30th card. Do you see the fire? Do you see the person? Maferefun ya. This is the death card. You see that fire? That's where we're putting everything. We're gonna do a ritual. We gotta burn some things. We gotta be done with things. Fire, it's no coincidence. My brother was cremated. And I have his ashes here I have some of his ashes with me. Close. And I didn't understand. I didn't particularly like it. I straddle a lot of different ways of dying. Like there's a funeral pyre, there's being buried. There's so many ways that people have died historically that this message, the fire that we're seeing, we're not supposed to be afraid of it. I was afraid of it. Just like imagining someone you love being burned is just like a lot. You're like, what the fuck? Why would we want to go out like that? His body turned to dust. His body turned to ashes. Because he was no longer that body. He's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's all around me. I feel him all around me all the time. I was servicing my altar yesterday, and I was washing all of the glasses. I felt my entire left side of my body cold. Just the side of my body cold. And I knew it was him saying, yes, bitch, I need you to clean your house. I need you to get your shit together. I need you to fill my fucking glasses. I need you to make sure that my shots are ready. I need you to make sure that my beer's in the fucking freezer getting chilled so we can have our shot and our beer soon. This fire, this death card, and I posted about life, death, rebirth on my wall. Read it this week. That's all I've been thinking about this week is death. Death is a blessing. We don't fear the death card. When it comes up, people get terrified. They're like, oh my God, someone's going to die. And that might very well be the case. People are going to die. People are dying and have been dying. But this death card is about your death. It's about your transition. It's about your ascension. When are you going to allow the old shit to die so that you can be reborn who you're meant to be? It's got to go. That old you's got to die. So as we close this section, the death card is very clear about what is expected of you. The death card is saying, okay, that clearing that we talked about, the last 30 cards, that we're going to get organized and we're going to find balance and we're going to not hoard and we're going to purge. We are literally going to burn some fucking things. And you know what they are. You holding on to shit from a past, hoping that it's going to come back. You don't want it. You don't want it. Fire is cleansing. Let's see this fire as a purification. Fire is purification. So with this death, we will be purified. All right. Next 10. Let's get it. Let's get it. Our Lady, the Oracle card, Our Lady who prevents interference. Take a deep breath, fam. Because we knew we were going to be here for a minute. Our Lady who prevents interference. Listen to the words. Your inner light is growing. And though love, you are attracting many who can be nourished by you. You are attracting so many people right now. As the love in you blossoms, there are others who are captured in fear, who may feel threatened by you and wish to obstruct your growth. I am your salvation and protection, for my love is greater than any fear. Place your loving trust in me. You shall not be harmed, nor shall you be swayed from your inevitable spiritual success. On my path of love, I prevent spiritual sabotage from succeeding. The success on your path through me is the triumph of spiritual freedom. There is no competition for what you are becoming. There is no competition for your blessings. You have no competition. What you do have is some fucking interferences. There are some people who you are attracting because you are the sun and you are the star, right? Those are the cards that came up. We, myself included, am a star, am the empress, am the priestess, the king, right? Because those are all the messages we received today. Our Lady who prevents interference is saying, I'm blocking all that shit. That's Eggun. Every day I know that my brother is keeping all the haters, those who envy, those who are jealous, those who believe they have a beef with me, those who don't like me, those who don't want me to win, because that exists, unfortunately. But I have no competition for what I'm becoming. And nobody can block my good because they say it so. Nobody. Our Lady who prevents, there was a line that I read that I loved. You are spiritually sabotaging yourself from succeeding. That's what she said. This is what she said. This is what the Lady is saying. You shall not be harmed, nor shall you be swayed from your inevitable spiritual success. On my path of love, I prevent spiritual sabotage from succeeding. She's saying, you're going to win. All you do is win, 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 no matter what. You are winning. However, you are also blocking the blessings. And that's not what we're doing. We're getting unblocked. This spiritual life, and I love that this person, that the writer used, on my path of love. Because this, like, when you're someone who knows the universe provides, who knows you're protected, who knows that you walk with a tribe of like gangster warriors and dead and saints and angels and all of that. You know, the creators of the universe, Olofi, Olodumare, Olorun, you know, voodoo, you know, Palo Mayombe, whatever. When you know you have a fucking army. You have an army. That's what we have. That's those of us who are on this journey and understand some things. We have an army. We're not just rolling deep with like 2 or 3 cats. We got people from many lands. Indigenous, African, European too. Because those colonizing asses, those motherfuckers were warriors too, coming in and hurting us. So we do come packing. We machetes deep. And so what do we have to fear? Why are we letting things interfere with our success? We're not doing that. There is no competition for who we are. There is no you have no competition. I have no competition. That's facts on facts on facts on facts. Caballeros de Caña. Caballeros de Caña. Someone writing down these words. Someone's writing down. So this was 41. Right? Yeah. This is 41. Wait. The fuck with my math? I did... How many cards have I done? Someone tell me. The Oracle deck is called Mother Mary Oracle Guide. This is 31. So where are my cards? Wait. I'm missing a set then. I'm a writer, not a mathematician. We did this set. We did this set. I sure didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I had to pull more cards. I was like, what happened there? 31. 31 was Our Lady who prevents interference. 32 is the Caballeros de Caña, the Knight of Swords. This is motion. We're just talking about our guerreros, right? We're just talking about our warriors who walk with us. Here, the knight, these soldiers are forward motion, but we're being mindful of not being too hasty. We're forward motion, but we are decisive, and we are clear. We are clear. You know, people who prepare for a war, for battle, there's a moment where you sit at the war table and you are strategic. You create a strategy, a plan, a vision, a dream, goals, steps, right? So here we're being told that we need to have a plan. We need to not be so opinionated, to not be so judgmental, and to not be hasty, not be in a rush. Some of us are taking on too much. Maferefun, Eggun. We're taking on too much. We're saying yes, and we're half-assing things. We're not completing things to the best of our ability. This is 31. I thought it was 40. Why am I confused? Yeah, it is 40. Thank you. I'm like, damn. Y'all were about to get an extra 10. Y'all were about to get 60. Let me have my day. Yes, it's 41. We're on our 41st card. The hastiness, right? When you do shit in a rush, you fuck it all up. I'm hearing you. We need a war council. We need a war council. What happens in a war council? In a war council, we sit down and we say, okay, from to get to C, I gotta do this, and this, and all the steps in between. Let's get slow and steady. That's where we are. Slow and fucking steady. We're not it's not a race. Like, I wish you could see I have a vision pile, like a to-do list. I'm gonna show you. That pile is my dreams, visions, projects list. Those are just Post-its. That does not include the hundreds of journals that I have filled with dreams and writings. That's just what I'm working on now. And so we open with, my brother's a Virgo. Of course he's coming in here gangsta on me right now. Like, bitch, if you don't fucking order your life, if you don't order your day, if you don't get rid of that pile of fucking mail that is all junk mail, That's not even good mail. Because what are we doing when we hold on to that shit? We're holding on to shit. We're holding on to crap. That's really what the universe is saying, and that's definitely what my Virgo brother is saying. He's like, oh, if you don't organize this fucking shit, I'm not going to bring you anything. Because you have no room for the blessings. If your house is a mess, and your dishes are in the sink past 3 days, bitch, you better go do those dishes. Do them. Declutter, get clear, get ready. Get ready to get rid of the mess. Get rid of the mess. And if you need help, this is where, see those messages that we had about our tribe and our team and all these friends and all these people who are writing for us. This is when we call them. We say, yo, I need you to come over because I want to have a purging party. I want to get rid of shit that I've no longer worn. I want to have a party. I want to have, come over. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to give you drinks. We're going to smoke. We're going to do it right. And we are going to spiritually cleanse the space. That is a message for me, and that is a message for all of us. Because my Virgo brother is looking at this house like, bitch, if you don't get off this fucking live and hang those fucking clothes, I'm coming. Seguimos. We have the King of Palmeras, el Rey de Palmeras. The visionary, the entrepreneur. We got one king early. No, we got two kings today. We got all four. No. This is the visionary. This king is the visionary. Because when we get clear, when we get organized, when we have a strategy, when we're not hasty, the king can show up and say, okay, now with my magic fucking wand, I'm going to show you how we manifest the vision. This is the visionary. We've cleared everything out. And because we've cleared everything out, we can see for the first time what we really want, what we want to do. Let's go. It's the visionary. You're an entrepreneur. Yes, start the business. My brother's saying yes. There are a lot of businesses being born during this pandemic. You are making your own money. You're leaving your job. You are creating workshops. I personally have about 6 brand new workshops that I'm about to launch, if I'm being honest. Online workshops that I'm creating. I have a workshop there's a sign up right now of writing from the womb that takes place. It's a 9-week writing workshop. It's my signature workshop that I do yearly. So I know I have no competition. I know that I'm an authority. I know that I'm sitting in my king's throne right now, sitting in my king's throne saying, okay, my brother's like, yes, bitch, I have showed you what you could have. He's saying, yes, bitch, I have shown you what you have. But why don't you show them your house, Alicia? I'm not showing you my house. And fuck you for that. That was rude. That was just plain old rude. But the truth is that, right? Like once we get clear, the blessings are great. Maferefun yewa. We had Oba, who they live with Oya in the cemetery. Yewa. She protects the tombstone. This is the star. This is the star card. This is the second time that we got it, right? So we got the king, right? We had the King of Wands who's clearing the path and saying we're getting shit in order. And now we have the star saying, okay, when are you going to shine? Are you done? Have you received the message? You needed to hear it a second fucking time. The star needed to show up a second time to say, okay, you are allowing people to dim your shine. You are playing small. You are walking in the world mediocre when you ain't mediocre. You are scared to death of your greatness, of your power. You're afraid to touch yourself, to embrace yourself and say, okay, in the fullness of myself, I believe that I am massive, that I am huge, that I am rich, that I am rich beyond belief. That all of those dreams that I have been dreaming, I can have because I've already requested them from the universe. I've already spoken it. And the moment that I released it into the universe, I've already made it so. I've already made it so. Now, Yewa is also a card. This is the star, right? This is the star card, but this is also, Yewa is also dealing with death. And so there are rituals. Like when I think about what our ancestors left us, like if you go back to our ancestral wisdom and traditions, and you think about how our ancestors thousands of years ago lived, they lived by the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, right? They're the calendar. Like when you should be resting, when you should be dreaming, when you should be planting seeds, when you should be harvesting, right? The star is saying, okay, I'm shining down on you right now. You have rested, you have planned, you have dreamt, you have served, you have done the work, and now I'm shining so bright to let you know that I'm going to give you everything that you fucking deserve. Believe that. Believe that not just because the words are coming out of my mouth. Believe that because I'm living testimony. I'm living testimony of the things that I have asked my spirit guides, my Orisha, my prayers, all of the ways that I commune. I have benefited greatly. We here. Queen. Now we have the Queen of Wands rolling up on us. We had the King of Wands, and now we have the Queen. And the Queen of Wands is all about influence. She is a fucking queen. And she is here to say only two things. You are meant to be fucking fabulous, exuberant. Your vibration is supposed to be, you are absolutely supposed to move in the world and people turn their heads and be like, yo, I want some of that. That's the vibration that we are living on. We are saying, it's funny because I went out during the break. When I went to make breakfast, I stepped out to go buy, alcohol because it's how we do on my brother's birthday. And I was walking down the street and I could feel the vibration and the shift. There's a way people look at you in the hood when it's like downright catcalling and nobody's trying to hear it. But then there's a way that people look at you that they're like, yo, who the fuck is that? That vibration. That's what the Queen does. The Queen of Wands is saying, just me moving in the world, like you feel it off of my hair, Maferefun or ya. Off of my hair, you feel the energy bouncing. Like I'm dropping like little lightning bolts everywhere I move. Like I'm leaving love everywhere I move. Like I walked into the supermarket to get, liquor. And it's funny because I went to one market, the last time I did a reading that I was getting alcohol from my brother, that the supermarket wouldn't sell it because it was like too early in the morning. Like, what's up with that shit, Harlem? That's some crazy shit. So I went and I bought it at the bodega because they sell it all hours of the day, period. So I went to this market and I walk in and I'm looking fabulous and I was expecting them to say that I couldn't get the alcohol. And I said to the guy at the door, can I get this 6-pack? And is it too early? He's like, oh no, take whatever you want. I was like, that's that vibration, yo. It wasn't that rule just a few weeks ago. So check your vibe. How are you vibrating? Are you fucking walking in the world looking busted and not even combing your fucking hair and you're not brushing your teeth? Like, is that how you're living right now? Because you are going to attract that. Like all kinds of busted up shit. like really it is that. It's simple. Like universal law is not, deep. That law of attraction stuff, what you put out, you attract that. What you put out, you attract. So if you're moving in the world, not smelling good, not looking good, not feeling good, you are going to receive that same vibration. But if you're moving in the world saying, I'm about mine, and I have no competition, and I'm protected, and I walk with warriors, people feel it. They don't know you, but they feel it. That's what we're working with. Okay? Let's keep moving. The As de Cauris, the Ace of Cups. This is your potential. This is about manifestation, prosperity. We have been talking about this. I talk about it so much because I love it. I love that I have manifested such a beautiful life out of such deep trauma. I can't believe I can say that, but I can say that with honesty. I have manifested such a beautiful life out of the most fucked up experiences, out of the darkest pain, the most hurtful moments, the most profound losses. Like losing my brother was something that I can't really describe, because it's a part of your body dying in real time. Like I've had spiritual deaths. When I talk about those deaths and what I'm releasing, that's a spiritual death. But when you have a physical death, that's something else. Because that's a part of you. You know? Like there are deaths that I've allowed to be reborn, but there's a part of me that was taken and went up in those ashes, right? Converted. Something else. It's something else. My brother he's all around me, you know, and I feel his energy all the time, especially when I'm creating. I feel his eyes on me when my house is not up to par, when shit is not in order, when things are in disorder. I feel him around me because he don't like that. He was not disorderly. What are we manifesting? It goes back to like just the Queen of Wands and like the energy, the vibration, how are we vibrating? Manifestation works in the same way. Like you watching, you know, people who are on the live with us right now, like we are all together and we are co-creating something very powerful. This is a really beautiful, powerful experience. I've never done a 50 card spread ever. And also what I haven't done is sat with my brother to hear him, because I haven't wanted to accept that he's no longer here, right? That's part of grief. It's like, I don't want to admit that he's not here in body. Like, you know, I'm always on his Instagram page and looking at pictures and listening to his voice, his video, like to keep him, or listening to messages on my phone when he would curse me out, or looking at texts when we would fight and laugh, and all his fucking memes and mad inappropriate images of like nudity and crazy shit. He has taught me the most amazing thing about manifestation, about taking his death and turning it into art, taking that loss, that pain, and turning it into art. That's the power of manifestation, right? And that manifestation is the prosperity. Continue. Page of Swords. These are messages. Here, this is about curiosity and energy. There's something that you're curious about. There's something that you want to learn about. There's something that you're questioning. You need energy. I'm hearing him. He's like, you're lethargic. You just wanna sleep. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to be around anyone, which is true. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to be around anyone. And I've been feeling like that for a while now, you know. That's okay, right? Because allow that curiosity to feed you. Like, this is a time when we should be studying. Like I talked about, you know, Queen Afua and getting into this, like I've never done that, like this purging in this way, this cleansing. Like right now we should be curious about how can we find joy, how can we be more healthy, How could we take care of our body? How could we make ourselves feel good? How could we manifest the dream? How could we, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are tending to ourselves in a different way right now. That's it. So whatever you're curious about, what you want to learn, whether it's religious, whether it's whatever, we're studying. This is a time to study. Because the Ace of Swords promises us victory. This is power, clarity. This is about our potential. See what we're doing, like how we're moving. See, if you read these cards like a story, it's saying, because when you do all that shit, victory is yours. The Ace of Swords is about clarity. We have uncluttered. We have cleaned up. We have a plan. We have a strategy. We are powerful. We know we're powerful. We know we're protected. Let's continue. Six of Swords. Again, this was growth, transition, rite of passage. We got this card in the first one, in one of the earlier readings this morning. We got this. We got this. We understand that we are in a rite of passage, right? We are ascending. And so these confirmations are really beautiful because they're saying, this is your moment of transition. Maferefun, Eggun. Bendiciones to my brother, yo, because I know that I'm dying. I'm dying right now. Just this week, I feel it. I feel a death. I feel the release. And so know that transition is our rite of passage. It's good. This is good. This death that we're experiencing, let's embrace it. Let's get comfortable. Let's have some tea with it, and let's release it. Let's let it go. Because we close this. We close with Olodumare. Come on. You don't get a better message than this. With Olodumare, the creator of the universe. This is the world card. Like, this is the second world card that we got in the reading today. The world is ours, yo. The world is ours. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. The world card. I feel so full. I feel so full because the world card is saying you have accomplished so much, man. You have been through so much shit. You have seen so much shit. But you are finally whole. How about that for a message? My brother is saying, Alicia, I'm not here, but you are whole. You're not missing anything. It may have felt like a part of you died when I left, but I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm all around you. I'm guiding you. I'm bringing you this message. And crazy to have read 40 cards and not feel tired at all. I feel no exhaustion right now. Because he's like, you got this. So the world, my family, is to say that you are out. For your accomplishments, you will be finally rewarded. You are going to be paid your worth. Period. And if you aren't being paid your worth, you are absolutely demanding to be paid your worth. Please. But success is yours. That family. As we enter part 5, let us disconnect and reconnect so we don't lose this. I'm humbled. I'm sending you all so much love. I hope you're receiving these amazing messages from the ancestors. Let's come back.